Welcome, you magnificent galactic spirit. Welcome to Worthy Wednesday. And I just want to talk a little bit about why I called our broadcasts Worthy Wednesday, Mastery Monday, and Fulfilling Friday. And let's start with Worthy Wednesday because today's Wednesday. And I feel like our consciousness, our 3D consciousness, sometimes could be blocked and the path narrowed because a lot of us, or most of us, speaking for myself anyway, come with a lot of self-worth issues. And I really believe that all of us have some of that in our core because of our upbringing, our ancestry, religious beliefs, what else? And other ways that we were taught to think according to society or socioeconomic or political views that aren't necessarily the truth of our soul selves. And one of the, quite a few of the 20, we're spinning fun here, 20 birthrights. We do take a good leap into that. For example, World Bridger allows us to think about self-worth issues. Moon, I'm just going to show you this. Moon, how they all are influenced by Moon is all about our pure consciousness. And when I show you these, please think about how all of these reflect on what it would be like to be a full fifth dimensional human, by which we don't have any self-worth issues. We are living in our divine selves. I want to show you Monkey. Monkey is all about inner play and inner joy. It's like that freedom that we had when we were an inner child. So a couple things we just covered right now. I just want to snapshot for you. One, that all of these 20 birthrights that we're going over in 13-day ascensions into groups of time are specific to being worthy Wednesday, to really stepping into our Mastery Monday, and fulfilling all of our desires without any of the attachment that comes along with what we have learned over time as compared to learning about our soul selves. So today is a very important day. Actually, every one of these 260 days are very powerful, and today is all about, are you an empowered human? And I'm going to show you on the 13-day ascension map where we are and where we've come from and where we're going in a minute. But one of the actually, I'm going to do it right now. This is the 13-day map with the concentrated birthrights. And I hope you like these magnets. They are the coolest thing, where we can actually start tracking our energies. And this started in day number 1. And here's where we are right now. And here is the entire 13-day cycle of star. And just as a reminder, if you'll see up in the upper, what would that be to you? I don't know if that's I'm going to say the upper corner of the screen here. That is the ascension that we're in. It's known as star. It's all about ascending in your sensory perceptions. I believe that the stronger we pay attention to our senses and really fine tune them, our ESP gets more acute, our extrasensory perceptions, and we can start feeling, sensing, and seeing, and hearing, and touching in different ways that we've ever had in our third dimensional body. And later, one of the last things we're going to do in the broadcast is give you an exercise where you can really start feeling these energies a lot more acutely, and that you can practice, especially on day number 5. Let's count them together. Try and get the glare out. It's from my computer screen. Can't help it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th day of the 13-day star ascension. And as you're looking in the corner of the screen, you will see with the star ascension, you'll see the circle around it. And that's a really good way to remember that day 1 has 1 dot, day 2 has 2 dots, day 3 has 3 dots. And just as a reminder, for those of you who are coming on board with us now, 1 dot means 1, a bar means 5. So there's really only 2 symbols that are designating numbers in numerology. And what I find so fascinating about it, dots and bars, that's 2. We're talking about the binary system and binary codes. And what we are learning together are the, if you will, binary codes of galactic time and how we can evolve our DNA. What is binary code? It's the root of all consciousness. It's the root of all physicality. And that is what we are doing. We're working on the binary code in our consciousness to stimulate our mind, body, spirit, our physical world, our mental world, our emotional world, and of course our spiritual and beyond world. How about our sky walking selves? And what I love, I'm going to show you something really cool in a sec. Well, let me show it to you right now. This is so cool how human, and I want to talk about human in a second because this is today. We're empowering our humanness, and the day after human in the concentrated birthrights is Skywalker. So here we are as humans, evolving into Skywalker. Where can we go? Where can we time travel? How can we see in multi-dimensions? So as you see, as we move through this, the 13-day the Ascension map, you're actually seeing us ascend not only in the spiraling progression. Oh boy, I'm going to show you that blank chart in a second, and this will all make sense. So just hold this thought with you, and I'll come full circle and explain it in a second. But when you're talking about the concentrated birthrights of each of these ascensions, look how we're going human, Skywalker. As humans, we are becoming Skywalkers. We're becoming fifth dimensional beings. And I love how each of these images are so reflective of what these energies mean to us. And remember, images developed long before language did. So look at the image of Skywalker. There's the horizon line. See it? There's our horizon line. As above, so below. We are living on Earth. Here we go. The horizontal line. We are grounded to Mother Earth in the crystalline grid, and we can reach all. We are not limited to our multidimensional consciousness. So going back to what we're doing today, we are empowering our humanness. One of the attributes of human is, are you willing? Take a deep breath in that. Are you willing to make the leap between your third dimensional world and all the monkey mind attributes, all of our emotional attributes, all of our physical worries? Are we willing to let them go and release them? I'm not saying don't take action, because we absolutely have to take action to fulfill our lives and manifest our mastery. But are you willing to work on your inner self in order to get rid of all these self-sabotaging addictions that we do not think we are worthy enough? You're enough. You are a star-seated, magnificent being who is capable of beyond what your wildest dreams can even imagine. Breathe into that. No shame, no blame, releasing ego, stepping into your full Skywalker mastery. Are you willing? This is the energy of today. Hey, by the way, we're talking about the energy tomorrow where I won't be with you, but I will be with you on Wizard. So after we skywalk, we can really start celebrating our wizard and our receptivity and being the shaman that we know that we are. Today, 5th day, empowering our humanness. What does human also mean? Are you willing, repeating myself, all according to your free will? That's the beauty of galactic spirit. Nobody's telling you to do anything. Nobody's telling you how to do it. Why to do it, because when you pay attention to the energy of the day, on the energy of the day, these empowerments will start showing up in your life to start unfolding as aha moments and synchronicities and revelations within yourself to start seeing the beauty of who you really are and step into the magnificence and empower yourself. That feels like another drop, doesn't it? Just anchor those energies in. Let me show you where we are. Here is the star map that I'm giving you, the empty ones. So we can talk about the spiral up energies. And you can get these for free. And in the description, there's a URL, a web page that says, go sign up for Spiral Up, and you will automatically get these every time we send you an email where you can tap into whichever ascension we happen to be in. So it's galacticspirit.com/spiral-up. where you can get these for free and they'll show up in your email. So just a little housekeeping here. When you sign up in your email, please make sure that you whitelist or allow the Galactic Spirit emails to come into your inbox, because I don't want them to get trapped in spam, which very well could happen, okay? So that's just a little housekeeping nugget for you. So here you can go ahead and see what the center ascension is. And so far we are in day number 5, empowering. And we've finished the discovery phase of the 13 days. And these cycles are always the same. It's always 13 days. The first 4 days are the discovery phase. The next 4 days are the exploring and deepening. The next 3 days are integrating. And you'll see it right on this little 13-day ascension map, so you can start experiencing your daily progress. And what did I say a few minutes ago? When you pay attention to the energies of the day, thousands of people are practicing these Mayan light codes all over the world. They're doing it for a reason, because they are stepping into their day number 5, their empowerment with every one of their birthrights. And what is today's concentrated birthright? Human. Are you willing? Let me show it to you close up with my groovy new magnets. There's human. Are you willing, through your free will, to empower your star quality? What's star? Sensing through other expressions. feeling, seeing, sensing, feeling, tasting in ways that you've never felt before. And as I mentioned, I am going to show you, have you drop into a way to really start feeling things differently than you felt before. So where are we? So I'm just showing you how we are on the PDF, which again, I'm welcome you to go to galacticspirit.com/spiral-up to start getting these in your email. Go ahead, and every day I have given you a little blurb to start thinking about how these energies, these spiral up energies work for you. Today is empowerment. How are you feeling your sensory radiance as if manifestation is already yours? So you can actually go through here. I left a little space. I wanted to leave you more so you had plenty to jot down notes in order to start really tracking and journaling how you're experiencing these energies, because this will become not only a wonderful record and a reminder to look at these energies every day, but you'll be able to reflect on them at the end of each cycle, where you crystallize the thoughts, crystallize what you've experienced, and transcend it to another higher octave with the ascension that we're in. You've started to see things from a different perspective. You've tasted them, you've heard them, you've seen them from multi-dimensional spaces. Just to finish on the PDF here, this is a really important page with lots of links. By the way, I'm glad I showed you this before. We were talking about human and Skywalker. If you'll notice this page of your PDF, I talk about how are you willing in your third dimensional world, in your third dimensional self, how are you willing to skywalk? How are you willing to look at different dimensions, all about your free will and stepping into your worthiness? Worthy Wednesday. Stepping into your worthiness so you can really become the master of your life and the master of your destiny. Mastery Monday. And to fulfill the life of your dreams and watch it unfold according to how these magnificent Mayan light codes have been left for you in order for you to manifest it. And I've mentioned this before, but these Mayan codes were left by you to be unlocked at this time. That was a paradox, but for those of you who know what I'm talking about, I am another yourself in Lakesh. You know what you know what I'm talking about. And here, if not, it's okay. File it in your consciousness for what I just said. And if you don't understand all the nuggets that I'm sharing with you now, it's okay. It will. The more you practice the one birthright a day, the more this is going to make sense to you, and the more fulfilling and the more exciting it's going to get. There's no doubt about it. I promise, I promise, I promise. Just so you know, I wouldn't be wasting my time and sharing all this content with you for free if in fact I didn't believe that this is one of our destinies of humankind and evolving and awakening human consciousness. And I'd rather go to the beach or read a book or study or whatever. No, but I'm doing this because I know that I'm participating and sharing the brilliance of this flawless system, because I know it will make a difference in your heart and in my heart of hearts, really participating in evolving humanity. So there's a whole bunch of free resources there that I welcome you to have a look at your convenience when you get the PDF map. And I just want to show you that here's the spiral, and I just want to show it to you in another way so you can see, really have a visual. What is it? A picture is 1,000 words? Yeah. So we are really spiraling up our consciousness, and today is day number 5. We're in the activate and imprint section, in the imprint of how we're going to imprint our sensory radiance and artistic expression out into the world. Couple more housekeeping notes before we talk about the sensations in your body, which will be kind of a quick little short exercise. Over the next week, these broadcasts are going to be from remote locations. I'm not sure how we're going to do it, but I'll figure it out, I promise, because I made that commitment to you. And the time may or may not be 6 o'clock Eastern time. I'll do my best, but I'm going to be on the road a little bit, doing some teaching. So I promise to show up, and there'll be the playback for you. So don't worry about that. I want to show you one other thing, and to remind you that typically we go on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but Thursday on February 2nd, it happens to be right around the solar Chinese New Year. You've probably already heard about the Lunar New Year. That was the date with the new moon. But there's a solar new moon, solar Chinese New Year too, which happens to be on February 2nd on a Thursday. And I'm going to be in a very sacred place. And on our DNA map, it is the day right before the last 260 day. And I'm going to do a crystal grid ceremony on this day, right before the end and before we start anew, in a really sacred space. And what we're going to do in Sedona, Arizona, if all goes according to plan, I want you to get a crystal and maybe maybe be at a sacred site when you watch the replay, because it doesn't matter what time or space we're in. Our hearts are connected by the great galactic spirit, the universal galactic spirit, the universal information field, the divine matrix, cosmic source, great spirit, whatever you want to call the essence of how we are all connected. You might want to call it the Akashic records, or just the energetic vibration of the great beyond, or God, whatever you want to call it. We are all connected, and we transcend time and space. So I want you to get a crystal, and we are going to do a crystalline ceremony on that day. It happens to be it's a crystal day, the 12th day of the 13-day star ascension. I want you to start thinking about how this works and how you can plan whatever you want to accomplish on that day to have the wind at your sails, to have the cosmic guides and the cosmic angels giving us light codes to work with on those specific days. The crystal day, we're going to do a crystalline grid ceremony, attach the world grid. We're going to plant a crystal in the earth and connect all of us from a auric and akashic relationship. So join me on that one. So just to give yourself a chance to get the right crystal, you might even want to get several crystals, not only when you want to plant it and leave it and anchor it into the great Mother Earth and her crystalline grid that already exists. You might want to be at a sacred space, and you might also want to get a crystal to plant at your front door or in a flower pot to radiate all of our love and light together. So please plan for that. I look forward to seeing you then. All right, so being in our body on the empowerment day of sensory awareness. And by the way, sensory awareness, how do you start to see differently? How do you start to feel differently? How do you start to touch and taste differently? Well, I believe it all starts in your body. So we're just going to do a quick little exercise and see how that feels. I just want you to kind of be quiet for a moment and just drop into your sacred space. And feel your body vibrating. Now, if you can't feel your whole body vibrating, I've practiced this a lot, so I can feel it as soon as I tune in. Pay attention to your hand, just one hand or one finger, and just focus on this one body part and actually feel the life force pulsing through and tingling as if it wasn't solid. Now, is that so hard to do, really? Maybe it depends on how your visualization skills on and your seeing, sensing, and feeling, but this is a practice. This is an exercise to feel it bigger every time you do it. And remember, you're not solid. You are electromagnetic frequency of subatomic particles. Energy field. This is why we can connect with each other through time and space. Because there is no line of demarcation. Just because my body ends here, there's no line of demarcation. And through my mind, I can project these energies out into the field as well. So practice on a pinky. Feel the pulsing of your electromagnetic frequency. What is electromagnetic frequency? That's the vibration of your chakras. And the plasmas with the plasmatic energy that's within your chakras pulsing. And that's why we practice, Galactic Spirit has a whole chakra practice, to feel this radiance bigger, the radiance of star. Seeing, sensing, feeling. Practice that. On this magnificent, empowering day of human, the concentrated birthright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, concentrated birthright, and really get your physicality connected to your skywalker through your star self, your sensory beauty, and your sensory radiance on the 5th day. I'm trying to point to here. I hope you see it with my cursor. The first bar. Here you go. Empower Day. Empower Day of Human. I gave you a lot today. So, yeah. I gave you a lot today. Replay it if you need to, because there's a lot of content that I gave you in there. So I don't know where I'll be on Fulfillment Friday, but I'll show up. So for now, have a rest of your beautiful, empowering, overtone human in your star essence, radiating your magnificent beauty. The Native Americans call it the beauty way. Are you willing as a human to human willing? Are you willing through your free will to step beyond what you know into the Skywalker? I don't know where I'm going to be on Fulfilling Friday. It's okay, I trust it. You trust your birthrights. You trust your 13-day ascensions. You're going to love them. because you start evolving. You and ascend with every birthright, where you have an aha moment. And I thought I was winding down, but I don't know if you were with me on Mastery Monday this week. It was on my personal page. I was shared to the Galactic Spirit page too, but I kept on having body rushes, like a series of physical body rushes, sensations in the body, through the aha revelations that I was sharing with you and downloading. The more you practice this tingly experience with that I just gave you, the more you will have these body rushes as confirmation that you've had a revelation, an aha moment, or synchronicity. Doesn't matter. Whatever you want to call it, you have up-leveled your consciousness every time you have one of those. So practice activating your electromagnetic frequencies with your chakras. I have a little bug. And seeing, sensing, touching, feeling, tasting, hearing these sensations through your body, because that is what's going to elevate your consciousness. Okay, loved ones, have a magnificent rest of your day. Much love in your great awakening of your empowering starlight.